Hey guys, Scott here, Pine Barren Craftsman. This is Scotty's confession. I got a job here I'm working on today. I'm working on this trim up here. And somebody that looks like me had painted this trim with this black paint because I thought that was what I wanted to do and I changed my mind. So now I'm going back on the process of stripping the paint that I put on it off. And this is where I'm at right now. And I'll show you the process I'm doing and maybe give you a little bit of advice. I mean, this is advice that you could probably just get on the back of the can, but I've made some mistakes in the past and wound up spinning my gears for a while and wasting a lot of product. I was also trying to strip this handle just for fun, just to show you guys the amount of pitting on this handle. I have another one I'm going to put in. And I wanted to see how good it would bite this paint and clean it off before I put it on this trim. So I'm using Goof Off all-purpose semi-paste. Works in less than 30 minutes, which is very true. But I'm going to explain in a second. For wood, metal, and masonry. So what's nice about it is I filled up this cap because it's metal, and I figured if it was in plastic, it might react with the plastic container. I got this little brush. I dip a little bit on here. It's kind of like the consistency of maybe, not honey. It's got some more globules to it, like it'll hold better. And I'm blotting it on. And I'm doing a small section. In the past, when I tried to strip a car with this, you wind up dumping the whole thing on the hood and moving it around. And then before you get to scrape it off, it re-solidifies slightly. Like I had put stripper on this already and it's already rock solid. Again, it's not a very aggressive stripper. I shouldn't be putting it on without gloves on. I have been using gloves, but for this video, I just wanted to show you. And you'll see like areas that stays when you're scraping it and areas that don't. You just keep working it and working it, working it. But like right now, this is already softening up. It's already softening up. I could wipe some of it away with the brush, which is great, but you want it to still stay on the surface and react. So what I like to do is I come back with this plastic scraper. This is like a spackle scraper, something plastic that's not going to damage the stainless too much. And you come at it and you get like little rolls of paint off. And you start to see the shine come through again. But you got to give it like maybe like 2 minutes max in this dry area that I'm in right now in my basement. The heat's on. So it gets hard again pretty quickly. So try to wipe it off, not let it drip down on the rest of the truck. You could probably tape off this door. You could probably tape off the window and all the other stuff. Put out some hazmat gear. But honestly, you know, this is just paint that's melting off the truck. And you can kind of like just keep working it. Like I probably should have let it wait a little bit longer. But like I'm telling you, it's a pretty quick margin of error, at least with this stuff. Once the air comes at it and dries it up, it kind of loses its reaction. So you come at it, you wipe it, and you'll start to see like as you're brushing it, the paint will start moving around on an area you already cleaned. And that's what can get pretty annoying because the brush has paint in it that's melted. So don't use the brush to move the paint around. Blot it on and then take the brush back over to the can clean. See, if you see like a couple times I waited too long and you get some paint in here, and now this material here will be dyed a little bit with the color of the pigment in the paint. If you're quick about it, you just let the paint react on the truck and then you scrape it off. Also, I went with my Brillo pad here, very light, and I cleaned off a little bit of excess where the stripper just wasn't going to get there and the scraper wasn't going to get there. And I just did a light touch on it, and then I'll hit it again with that white diamond polish. And, you know, hopefully it'll shine up pretty good. So I'm coming back over here. You know, watch your eyes. See how this is peeling off here? Let's see. See how this peels right off? Just push it off. You guys know what paint stripper is. Some of you don't. This is what I'm trying to show you here. How that reaction, it lifts the paint. And I could leave it and maybe get a better clean slice on it, but then you walk away and you come back and it's hard again. So it's a balancing act. You know, like, and you got to kind of just let it fall off. Don't be finicky about where it's going, you know, if you don't care, like I don't. If you care about where those little rolls are going, they're going to take paint off in different places. Like these little pieces that are on the spatula here, spackle knife. Spatula belongs in the kitchen. You know, get it off of there. Come over here, work the edge. This is a nice little surface to work on. If you were trying to do a flat part of a panel, it's much harder. See how I'm going over here, taking it off. It's messy. It's messy. That's what you got to deal with. I don't care if it gets on the paint a little bit. This is not like a show truck like we've been saying. So it might end up with like a little stain here. Maybe I could hit that on the paint. Probably want to tape it off. I said it 6 times. Tape it off if you care. Because it's stripper. It's going to strip everything. Strip you. All right. So that's the work today. That's what I'm doing. This is the little bit of leftover steel wool that I got. You know, up on this area here where they got a little bit, you know, maybe that's a little bit help. Oh, you're taking the finish off. You know what? The car had paint over it. You know, making it better just from 20 feet away. And then you wipe it out away and you get a real good idea of what you're working with. Because there's still stripper working and reacting in places. So you got to keep coming at it. The scraper works really good. Plastic scraper. I wouldn't take a wire wheel with the brass fur to it yet. See, this is what it looked like. See how thick and heavy that paint is? And it goes all the way up and around. So that's what I did on the other side. I'm leaving the back black, obviously. There's no reason to highlight the back part of this molding. And I'm stopping on the edge, the outer edge of this trim. Just enough, and leave it black in there because I think it makes it look cleaner. I'm pretty sure that was a snap-on molding that you could actually peel off and snap on. I'm pretty sure. If not, I know you could screw it on the back, but I didn't know if this piece, this exterior piece kind of flipped on. I think it did on the older muscle cars, like the 70s Cutlasses and stuff. I thought you could pop the chrome piece of trim or the stainless off of the bracket that holds it. I'm not sure. All right, I'll give you a heads up later. I don't know if I'm going to bring this back, but it would be cool just to have this piece. Maybe I get sport mirrors or something. I don't know. These mirrors are a little bit big. I don't need tow truck size. I don't know. They kind of fit the truck, but at the same time, what would you put there that would look halfway decent with the age of the truck too? All right, thanks for watching.